It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 88 and I am your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my God, what an amazing live podcast that was.
Tracey, I had the time of my life.
I had the time of my life too, and it definitely already happened as we're talking about this. What was your favorite part of the live podcast, Noelle?
It was just being with you.
Okay, I liked being with you too. That was a good answer.
Yeah.
I thought we looked really cute, number one.
Our makeup was great.
Our makeup was amazing. Just like, I'm so glad that everyone came.
Me too.
I can't believe we had 5,000 people.
I can't believe that we're millionaires now.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much. We're thousandaires because of you guys. And this is just amazing. No, it's hopefully it was great.
Yeah, I'm sure it was wonderful. I already had a good time.
We're here to talk about Happily Ever After Season 5, Episode 16, The Tell-All Part 1. I really hope that the Tell-All Part 2 and 3 has any kind of substance to it.
I mean, this was flashbacks. It was just all flashbacks.
It's not just, it's like, you know what this was? This was pillow talk.
This was pillow talk. It was watching the flashbacks and everybody commenting.
But they were watching their own segments. That was
right.
It was pillow
Agreed.
talk with the actual people. So guys, make sure you're joining our Patreon at patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast for over 200 bonus episodes. Oh my God. We cover TLC's Unexpected. And then Noelle and I have another podcast called BS, where we just talk. Sometimes we answer some fan questions and we just have like a really good time. We have a secret group that you could enter via joining Patreon. We have some cool merch. And don't forget, we have brand new holographic 90 Day Fiancé stickers. And they're so cute. People are going wild over them. You could see a picture of them on our Instagram and also in our group, 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook.
Housekeeping.
Thank you. All right. So let's just dive in right now.
All right.
Everyone's getting ready for the tell-all. So this is another thing. Like, this was like, do you remember the tell-all, like the last one that wasn't on Zoom?
Is that the one where where people had like the iPads next to them? I remember Caesar had
some
an
of them.
iPad next to him or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they had like screens. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember that they showed everything, even when they were like cut?
Yeah.
And then they all like showed everyone going to the dressing room. It's like an editing, like there was no editing on it.
It's like, why did we need this? It wasted so much time.
That's what they do though. TLC is waste my time.
TLC is all the way waste my time. And also TLC is like really tries to make you think something happened that didn't.
Okay. Correct. And also what they do is they replay the same clip as a preview constantly.
Yes.
And there's also previews like before every commercial break.
That's
and it's
what's
like,
annoying. Stop. Why? You're taking up like so much time.
It's like, no wonder these episodes are 12 hours. I had to quit my job and abandon my kids just so that I could watch these episodes.
Tracey, I am going to get pregnant and deliver by the time that these fucking things are over with.
Oh my God, I know. It's awful. So, okay. So now, again, in TLC style, we have to watch them all getting ready for the tell-all.
Yeah, cool, great.
Okay, well, maybe this should be like extras or something on the app, but it should not be on. So, Andrei is getting pumped for the tell-all. And Colt says something very funny right off the bat.
That everyone hates him.
He goes, "Oh man, it's not fair." There's a quote: "Everyone here gets an actual person that likes them."
I mean, listen, he's not wrong. I think he lost weight. I think he lost.
He lost a ton of weight. So he's been working. Remember, he was vomiting in the trash can.
Yes, no, I remember, but I feel like he stuck to it because he actually lost a lot of weight.
He did. He lost a lot of weight, and what he lost in fat, he made up for in bang.
Seriously, what was that?
It was a very soft bang.
He
It
had a
was feathered bang.
wispy bangs.
It was a wispy bang. It was beautiful. It really accentuated his eyes.
It did. I when I was looking at him, I was like, oh, he's going for a much different look now.
Also, Jess, she's in Missouri. Where is she?
I thought she was in Chicago.
No, they said
I
that
didn't
she was
look.
somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so
She's probably
weird.
quarantining somewhere.
Michigan. She's in Michigan.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Why the hell is she in Michigan? Weird.
I mean, because she really doesn't have a home here.
I know, but I mean, she was living in Chicago before
Yeah, not anymore.
with her group of au pairs.
No, I think that when you're an au pair, you live with the family. That's the whole point of being an
No,
au
I
pair.
know, but I'm saying she was living in the area with all these different
Yeah.
Brazilian au pairs. Like she had a
So-
little life. So
Yeah, so I guess maybe it's a different family now.
Yeah.
So Eric is picking out a polo. And
he
This
doesn't know
was
his
such a-
colors either.
it was just so weird.
He said, "Oh, the maroon, no, the burgundy one. That was not burgundy. That was like rose." It just
Okay, but-
bothered me.
Oh, I think it was kind of burgundy-ish. I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes I feel like your TV shows the different colors because I feel like on Teen Mom, you thought that something was green and it was blue.
I don't know. I have like the Ultra HD TV. All of my TVs.
I just think that it was like such an like you didn't get a haircut. You didn't shave.
Seriously.
But you're worried about what wrinkled polo shirt you're going to wear?
I was going to say what like synthetic golf shirt you're going to wear. Like who wears it? Those are like those promo shirts like Remy Martin gives out. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
But it's also like he's like, "Oh, I love this one."
He's touched.
Mhm. Well, he's also definitely not. This is not how a straight man would talk about anything.
No, he's not straight. He does not like women. No.
Well, here we are. So now, Angela
Mhm.
is just Angela. She's here.
But it's like, why? Why are we doing this, Angela? I want to see what's under the cape. I want to see. I
Reveal.
want to see.
Reveal.
Reveal this abscess to me. I want to see it.
I don't think there's an abscess. I think that I don't know what it is. So Deb sees Larissa. Larissa comes on screen, and Deb goes, "Damn," about Larissa's boobs, like in a nasty way.
Yeah.
I love Sean's dress. Sean's dress is great. She looks
The
amazing.
pink high neck. I loved
Yep.
it. Yep.
Very, very, very nice. And then Angela has on her mask, which is like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like the belly dancers.
That's exactly what it is. It's like a curtain. It's like a face curtain.
Yes. It's a
Yep.
face curtain where she's going to like
Mhm.
swoop it back and it's going to be like, I got boobs on my mouth.
But she's saying like she's not supposed to let air hit an abscess.
Okay. So she said, okay. Also, they announced that Paul and Karina are not going to be there. So
Oh,
she said
yeah,
that she
that's right.
had some dental work done. She has an abscess and she cannot let air hit it. Okay. I have bad news for you.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's not an airtight mask. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Okay, it's not an airtight
You can't let
mask.
air. You can't let air in your mouth.
Into your mouth.
That's called dead. That's called
Also,
being dead.
She's a mouth breather. You know what I mean? Like,
Noelle, you can't let
Mhm.
air into your mouth. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Also, it's not like she was like at a construction site or like cutting wood with
right? She was in her
a
house.
circular saw. She was in her
Right.
house by herself. Like, what do you mean? What is in your air in your house that you're trying to belly dance curtain protect your mouth from?
I think that she got a bunch of dental work done. Like maybe she's getting veneers, or maybe she's getting implants or something. I think maybe she didn't have,
Or maybe she got her front
tooth
teeth
or
pulled,
something.
or maybe
yeah.
his front tooth
Yep,
fell out.
exactly.
Okay. But she said that she's doing something that Michael would be mad at. She also said
Right.
that.
So
on a
that's
different-
why I feel like, is she getting a denture? Because maybe he's like fly free, and she's like, no, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Because
don't know,
what would
but
he
it's
not
weird.
approve of? What is she gonna get? What are you gonna get? Unless she got something pierced. She got her tongue pierced and he didn't approve of it. You know what I mean? Like, what happens in your mouth that your man's not gonna approve
Maybe
of?
she got boobs on her mouth. Maybe she
Maybe,
went to
listen.
Chuck Norris and she was like, how big can I get these boobs on my mouth? And he's like, oh my God, make them really sexy.
And he's like, you have to cover them with a curtain, though.
We don't want your dirty air. He's like, I've seen your house. He's like, and I don't want your dirty, filthy air. So I guess she quit smoking if you can't put air in your mouth.
That's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't see any smoke on there either. I saw her shooing away her grandkids, though, low key. That was very funny.
Also, maybe she should have saran wrapped her face if she doesn't want air getting in.
That would have been so great. Just poke a hole.
Just poke a hole, just poke a hole for a cigarette.
Yeah, just to have a cigarette hole.
And it keeps the smoke fresh in her mouth.
Yum, minty fresh.
Okay, so Colt says hi to Jess, and she goes, "Don't talk to me." She
It's
goes,
so
"But I do want
funny.
to talk to Deb." And then she's like, "Oh my God, Deb, you look so nice in red. You're like the devil."
Womp womp.
That was, I don't know, that was pretty funny. And then Colt says to Jess, "At least you look the same." Ooh, sick burn.
Yeah,
I'm sure Larissa's
seriously.
really mad about that.
But also, you know that he like J.O.'d to her boobies later on.
Oh, for
that
sure,
night.
for sure.
Yep.
So Deb is trying to. Deb is like going for the jugular.
She's
really
mad.
mad,
Yeah.
and she goes, "I would pick Larissa over you any day." And then Deb's like, "Larissa and Jess are in a club," and Larissa goes, "Leave us alone, bitch."
You know what though? I would pick Larissa over Jess any day too. I really don't like
Same.
Jess. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't either. So Colt says she looks larger in the chest. And guess what, Colt? So do you, because now that you lost weight, it really makes your boobs look bigger.
It does. It accentuates them.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "What I'm gonna call her Larissa McGillicuddy."
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
It's like, what does that mean?
I don't know, but they called Colt a cuckold. That was really funny. And Deb said that she's like, "I don't know what their problem is. We've always been trying to be nice to them." Okay, Deb.
Oh, really?
I mean, you came on screen and made a noise about Larissa's boobs. I mean, listen, did I make a noise about Larissa's boobs? Yes. It was more concern about explosions.
Yes, her skin is very shiny. It's stretched very thin.
It's jiffy popped.
It is.
It's really just like it's at full capacity.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so like if that was, I made pizza today and the pizza dough wasn't very thin, but if I would have stretched it over Larissa's breast,
yes,
I could have made it nice and thin. Like her skin is clear now.
Right, like her skin is like thin, like how I want my prosciutto sliced.
Yes, very veiny.
Yes. Oh my God, it's so veiny.
Very veiny. So Andrei calls Larissa a Michael Jackson 3.0.
I mean,
Andrei,
that was hilarious.
It's
to me.
hilarious, but like, why are we just being mean to Larissa, Andrei? What is the beef?
Because I think that Larissa was being like a bit of an asshole. She was. I don't know.
Though?
I just feel like this whole time, like she was just yelling the whole time. She has something to say about everybody. Also, don't forget, didn't Larissa and Libby fight on one of these? They argued.
Yeah,
I remember
but I
Libby
felt
was
like
really mean to her.
Libby's been very mean to her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I usually don't mind Libby.
No, I didn't
not
like her
into
at
it.
all. Any of this. Nope.
No. So Sinjin had something to say. He's
What
like,
did
instead of
Sinjin
getting,
say?
he said, instead of getting all these surgeries, she should be sending money home to her kids.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Okay, but also like,
It's not your business.
it's
They
legit not
want
your
them
business.
to fight.
Yeah. So now we start off with Libby and Andrei, and we kind of end up with them because this is what everything's about. So this is very boring.
I
they
can't
ask if
believe
he's
we're
looking
still
for
doing
work.
this.
They ask if he's looking for work. Libby says that he could do more. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what my problem is.
Sorry,
No,
my
I know
dog's
you're-
just flipped out.
No,
They
your
don't like
dogs
it
agree
either.
with me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I will tell you this: when you're married, and you're married, right?
Right.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were still married.
No, I am. You didn't officiate it or anything.
Oh, okay, good. So no, I didn't know. I mean, if you got divorced, like that's not my thing.
Oh,
You
no,
know
no.
what I mean?
I
Like,
would have. I think
wouldn't
that
be-
you could train to divorce me.
Really? You think I could? You think
Yeah,
I could go to
you could
divorce
train.
class?
Yeah, I think you could just go to divorce class. You could sign a certificate really quick.
You don't have to go, like, you don't have to be a judge?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. I'm going to go to divorce class just in case you need me. So, when you're married, like,
Yeah.
I think that, like, at the end of the day, you should probably be on the same page with your husband in public.
Yes, I totally agree. Yes.
Just, like, as a general rule of thumb. And not,
Yeah.
like, argue. Like, she argues with her husband in front of everyone. And it's, like, it's very cringeworthy.
She never has his back. Like, even
She
though
never
what he
has his back.
does is not
Even when he's right. No,
That's the
even
thing.
when he's right, she doesn't have his back.
Even when he's right, she doesn't have his back. She's very, like, wishy-washy, back and forth. She plays both ends.
She plays both sides.
Yep.
So now she's like, you really really do more. Like, I understand you're home with the kid, but, like, you could do more.
But
And it's
why
like,
are we
why would
talking
you
about
say that?
this here? Right.
So now Tanya is like, listen, I am going to say something. There are no genders. There are no gender roles. And it's like, okay, Tanya. And
It's like, I get
Andrei-
it, Tanya, but shut up, Tanya.
but now you wonder why Andrei's always digging at Libby. And it's like, this is why.
Yeah.
And he says right back, he said that no one can raise his daughter better than him. I was like, ooh, sick burn.
Yeah.
So now they're talking about, like, their roles in the house, and we find out that Asuleo does the outside work. So he's like Robert from Teen Mom. If you guys watch Teen Mom Young and Pregnant, you know that Robert, Brianna's ex-boyfriend, was looking for an outside job. So Asuleo also has an outside job in the house.
Yes.
He does
Uh-huh.
he does the small tasks. He, like, sometimes he puts the dishes away, sometimes he puts one of the kids to bed.
Yeah,
it's like-
he is an all the way man child. I know we've
Right.
said this before, but it's
Oh, no.
bad. It's
Well,
bad.
even Colt is like, do you get an allowance?
Right, and meanwhile, Colt is like up his mother's ass too.
And it's like, Colt, do you get an allowance?
No, I don't think so.
Or
I
do
think
you
Deb
just get-
gets the
or does your-
allowance.
Or Debbie just gets paid in love?
All the lovin's, and then poses for the pictures.
So now Libby said that Andrei does the trash, the cars, and the lawn. So he also does the outside jobs.
Which, listen, I'm not opposed to that, but do inside things too.
Sure. So Andrei also says that he's more rational because he's a man.
Mm-hmm.
And Angela is like, there's no man of the house. There's a couple of the house. And it's like, Angela,
Shut up, Angela.
your husband lives
Yeah.
in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You're just Angela.
You're just Angela. There's no gender
house.
roles to be had. Right.
Right. There's no house. So he said that Andrei says that Libby likes when he's, like, really
She does.
controlling, and
does.
she likes his conduct.
Listen, she loves it. If she didn't love it, she wouldn't have married him. She
Okay,
loves
guess
his
what?
machismo.
Then guess what? Maybe she should listen better.
Yeah, she's not very what's the word? Like, not like a Stepford
Obedient.
wife, really. Obedient. Yep.
She's not.
She's not.
She's not anything. I don't know. I'm just over her. So everyone's the man of the house except for Michael, basically.
Right.
Because they asked her, like, raise your hand if you're the man of the house. And everyone raises his hand except for Michael because, let's get real, Michael doesn't want to get beat.
Yeah, Michael is oh my God, I feel bad for this guy, but we'll get to him.
Okay, so now we introduce Libby's family. And I can't tell you how little I was interested in this.
Okay. I'm not interested because we've seen it. We've seen all of this.
We did this
already. Yeah.
So now Chuck, Charlie, and Jen come on, and Jen said that Andrei is very aggressive and cold, and then Libby agrees.
Yeah, I know. You're an idiot. Listen, if somebody in my family was like, Matt is a fireman, I'd be like, fuck you. You don't know my husband. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you don't do that.
Just a little, like, pretend you like him.
Yeah, it's just not right. I would be so I would be hurt. It would hurt my feelings if I was him.
Yes, for sure.
Mhm.
Now, I will say something. I do not like anyone in Libby's family. They have absolutely lost my interest, but they have the best hair. The women in this family
I know
have
they
the
do.
best color hair. Their hair is always great. Their highlights are always great. They're always toned. They're like, it's just so good.
They're very put together. They are. They always look nice. All of the women in the family always look nice.
But but it was more the hair. The color of their hair is always on point.
Jen's hair is amazing.
Both of them though. Libby's too.
No, I know.
Whoever they go to, they should be promoting.
Agreed.
All right. So now Andrei's like, listen, I'm working on myself. He was like fairly humble in this whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, I think that, listen, I think he's a jerk, but I also think he was made to be way worse than he is.
So now her family is like, okay, the food was disgusting. And he's like, okay. And her father's like, oh, they eat scraps. And Andrei's like, listen, whatever you want to say is fine. You guys have no culture. You're like from Florida.
I mean, so he's not wrong.
So he's like, the father's like, oh, you eat pig scraps. He's like, okay, have you ever had bacon?
Right.
And Jen's like, bacon has meat on it. And it's like, shut up, Jen.
Shut up. They're so nasty.
And even Deb said that Libby's family was distasteful.
Yeah, I really liked that somebody needed to say something.
For sure. So now we have to talk about the dinner.
Oh, lame.
Chuck says he blames it on the alcohol. And then they said that he's disrespectful to her, that Andrei's disrespectful to her and how he talked to her outside. And it's like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, but
and
also
Libby,
they're married. They've been married for a long time.
Sure.
This is how it is.
And Libby said that being drunk is not an excuse.
And it's
okay.
Like, right.
All right. So now Radu and Marcel come on and they say that Charlie was provoking Andrei. And they said that her family's like, asking about Ireland was just like a casual question. And it's like, if it was such a casual question, why did you have to have secret meetings at a bridge?
Right. Why did you have to keep asking every single person in his life that you met about it if it was no big
but
deal?
Do that before they get married. They've been married for years. They have a child.
Yes. No, but they're not.
Okay. Just checking. So now, his friends know why he left, he says, but they will never, ever tell.
Well, if I was him, though, at this point, I'd be like, I will never tell you why I moved. Like, you basically ruined my wedding over this. Like, I will die on this hill.
Yeah.
Like,
so Charlie is like, well, you know what? I had too much to drink at the wedding. So Sean's like, okay, so you had too much to drink, but when Andrei said that he had too much to drink, that wasn't an excuse.
Yeah,
and then
I like
he just
that.
starts talking in circles. So Andrei said that he paid for most of the first wedding. Chuck said that he paid for the first wedding. And now they're fighting because Jen said that Andrei said that he was going to have Chuck wrapped around his finger.
I mean, listen, he's a jerk. He probably said something like that, but also, like, you know how he is. Who cares? What is wrong with you? Don't you want everyone to get along?
They could only take from the father what the father gives.
Yes, agreed. Yes.
So Chuck said that he is only a wallet to everyone. And guess what? You know what? He is a wallet. He's a ham wallet.
I
That's
was
what
just
Chuck
going to
is.
say a ham wallet.
He's a ham wallet.
He is a ham wallet.
That's how he acts. He doesn't stand up to anyone. He's always behind everyone's back.
He is.
To Andrei's face, he's like, okay, everything's fine. And then Andrei walks away and he's like, everything's not fine.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't like, either hate him or don't hate him.
So
just like
we find
pick
out,
a side.
I know, seriously. We find out that Andrei wants to sell real estate. And that's the business that Chuck is in.
Right.
And they ask if he would ever work for Chuck. And he said, no, I would work with him. And the family is like losing their minds.
Like, oh, what do you mean? And it's like, he's like, you would really have to prove yourself. And it's like, can you ever just like stop? He's saying that he wants to do real estate. Why? If it was me, I'd be like, oh, wait, this guy actually wants to do something. Let me encourage him and help him out.
Sure.
What are you
Well,
thinking?
you know what? Chuck really can't because he's a slumlord. So
That's
I think that
true.
it is best that Andrei doesn't partner with him regardless.
That's true.
All right, now we move on to Michael and Angela. She said that he needs to talk to her all day, whether he's pooping, whether he's making a pee-pee, whether he's sleeping. He needs to talk to her while he sleeps.
I have to
And
tell
if
you,
she
this
doesn't-
really bugs me.
Doesn't bug Michael.
Yeah, but it really bugs me because I really think it's a double standard. I'm telling you, I can't imagine if a man was saying all of this.
Oh my God,
Like
it would
that.
be terrifying.
That's what I mean. He has to have 3 generators in his house and Wi-Fi at all times, so his phone is always charged. He's terrified. This man lives his life on a bed of nails. Like, this is terrible.
She doesn't even live in Africa. He can get away from her.
That's what I mean. Like, he doesn't ever have to see her ever again.
No.
But he keeps doing this.
He keeps doing this, so I don't
She
feel
really sold Trump to him. She did.
I know. Seriously. She said that if he's not talking to her all day long, he's doing the BJs.
Okay. Also, Angela, grow up. Grow up.
Yes.
Like, stop
Big
being
time grow up.
annoying. Yeah.
Now, also, I don't need flashbacks of everything.
Me either. I don't need flashbacks.
I need you to stop with the flashbacks because now, again, TLC is wasting my time.
Right. I
We were
want
there.
new backs.
I want flash forwards.
Right. I don't want old things. I already know what happened. We've seen the coming attractions 35 times besides seeing the scenes.
I know. And now Angela yells everything she says. She's just screaming. And she's like, her audio is just like maxing out.
Yes.
It's terrible. So now she's screaming about the strippers at the strip club, at the club that they went to, the dancers. And now Larissa's like, whatever. And Elizabeth calls Larissa a stripper. She's like, yeah, you would know. You're a stripper. And it's like,
yeah, she's a bitch.
Sick burn, Libby.
Yeah, so
what's wrong
thanks
with a
for saying
stripper?
I have a great body, Libby.
What? Okay, first of all, Libby, you dress like a little revealing yourself.
I mean, did you see her wedding dress?
Okay, so I don't know where you get off calling Larissa anything. Also, like, sick burn. What's wrong with being a stripper?
I know. I don't like that at all.
You're gonna shame because you said that she looks like a sex worker?
Like, oh, I'm sorry that she looks amazing. She looks way better than you do.
Seriously. So he said that. So now Michael, go back to Michael. He
Okay.
said that in college he had a lap dance, but Angela said that he told her that she was the first lap dance he ever had. And she said she was not feeling good about her body, but she put on a very, very small lingerie piece and gave him a lap dance. And he claimed it was the first one he ever had. Noelle, thoughts?
Here's the thing. As soon as he said that he had a lap dance in college, everybody was like, "Oh shit! Oh no!"
I know. It's like,
why
come
did
on,
he
Michael.
say it? Yep. Like, what are you doing,
doing?
Michael?
No one's gonna
Mhm.
find out, Michael.
That's what I mean. It's so funny. She really put the fear of God in him. This man is scared.
He thinks she could see his thoughts.
So everybody's like, "Oh no. Why did you even say anything, Michael?" And she's just like, she's so angry. She is so angry.
This brings me back to, remember when he told her he was never on a boat?
Oh my God.
And then
Yeah,
she
that was like
found
a
pictures.
season ago. Uh-huh.
Oh my God, Michael, what are you doing? Also, maybe he didn't know that what Angela was doing was a lap dance.
But also,
She was probably like, you've ever seen something like this before? And he's like, absolutely
no,
not.
no. I've seen horror movies like this before, but I've never seen lap dances like this before.
So now they bring up the wedding. They're like, oh, your wedding was so nice. Crying.
She cries. She gets up. She can't take it.
Okay, well, guess what? When she gets up, it reveals the background and we see her chair in her bedroom. And it is filled with memorabilia of wolves. There is a wolf blanket and there is a wolf pillow. And it just really makes me wonder who Angela really, like, do we even really know Angela? She's into wolves and Newports. That's all I know about her.
Here's the thing. We don't know about her. This woman that I used to work for, I used to take care of, she had a wolf jacket just like that chair. And I'm like, oh my God, I know about this, but I never pegged Angela to be a wolf
lady
person.
I didn't think she, but you know, okay, I just had a revelation.
Okay.
Do you think that thing that she's wearing on her face is left over from when she belly danced for Michael?
Oh, maybe.
Do you think that was part of her belly dancing outfit?
Yes, that's Tracey. You hit the nail on the head with that one.
Okay, so Angela also, so she's crying hysterically about the wedding. She's in distress. And she thinks that her mom would be very proud of her.
That's sad. I felt bad for her. I think that she's really grieving so hard.
I think she's definitely grieving. And I think that the best thing to do when you're having a hard time in life is to get some counseling. Like, everyone needs to be responsible for themselves and really just choose to help yourself. Noelle and I choose to help ourselves with BetterHelp online counseling. We go to counseling every single week. We see our therapist. This is a licensed professional therapist. This is not self-help. This is so important. You could talk about trauma, relationships, anxiety, stress, depression, all of the things. And everyone's kind of going through something at this point. It's so important. You could do it from the comfort of your own home. You could text, you could have a phone call, or you could video chat with a real live professional counselor. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/fiancé. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiancé.
Awesome.
Well, I will say Deb and Colt seemed very supportive.
Yes,
of
absolutely.
Michael and Angela. So that was nice. Okay. Colt also says that Jess didn't love him and then called her sweetheart.
But here's the thing. He said it condescending, but I think that, he's kind of right. He's like, really? You loved me? What did you love about me, Jess?
Okay. That was pretty funny because that was the most self-aware Colt has ever been. And then Jess started almost like answering it. And I was like, that's a rhetorical question,
Yeah. Jess. No, he didn't mean that, Jess.
Well, he kind of calls her a slut, basically.
I get it.
He's like, you had me in bed the first minute I met you.
I think that he's trying to say like you didn't want like a relationship with me. You were just trying to like rope me in.
She was trying to get on TV and or get a green card.
Yes, agreed.
All right. Well, Sean has a great segue. She goes, well, lying is a theme throughout this relationship. And I'm like, that was great, Sean. Colt needs like a butterfly clip for his bangs, though.
Yeah, they're too wispy for me. I think that he blew them out with like a paddle brush.
Yeah, he should have done it with a round brush. And then he should have scrunched the rest of his hair.
Yes, he should have taken like some Dep gel and scrunched his hair.
Just scrunch the hair and then like had like a nice little like a ringlet.
Oh God, remember those? And you would like hairspray them.
Yeah, I think that's what he should have done. But hey, listen, this is not my business. So now Debbie leaves the room for this conversation.
She's had enough because now Jess is like, shut up, Debbie. Like, I don't want to talk to you. And she's like, okay.
Well, she has to leave the room because now we're going to talk about Colt's Frankenweenie.
Yes. I was just going to say his weenie. I like Frankenweenie.
So he said that he sent the pictures of his genitalia because they were fighting. He's like, we were like not together.
Do you know how many guys I've dated have told me the same thing?
Well, he said that he sends the pictures of his junk for affection. That's his love language.
I like that she goes, good morning, my dick. Good night, my dick.
Oh my God, that was so funny. She makes me laugh. Then she calls him a narcissist. Angela is like, oh, Angela also said about Chuck.
Yeah.
She is like, I wish I would have met him before I met Michael. And it's like, Angela, if Michael even made eye contact with Chuck, you would punch him in the face.
He wasn't allowed to like look at his watch in the club because you thought he was looking at a twerking girl,
Yeah. And so now she says she wishes that she got one from Colt. And Colt's like, I have an extra for you.
Okay. I don't wish that I ever got that picture from Colt.
Well, he said that here's the thing. Like, what you don't understand is that women are constantly sending him naked pictures. And like, who is he to be rude?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're throwing themselves at him. He's an Adonis.
He said that he owed them a picture. He doesn't want to not reciprocate. So now we find out that he was sending pictures while he was married to Larissa.
Yeah, no, he's Larissa's a great guy.
All right, so now Deb's back.
Right. Hello, Deb.
This is my suggestion.
Tell me.
I think she should wear her teeth all the time so she can get used to speaking with them.
Right, because she can't articulate words.
Right. So Colt said he pretends that he can't understand Larissa and Jess. With Jess, I think it was. He's like, I don't even know what she's saying.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even know what she's saying. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So he cheated on Jess with Vanessa. This is what Jess claims. And he says
Right.
no. And then he goes, I lied to you, Jess. Now, here's the thing. I think that was bad editing.
Okay, I thought so too, because I'm like, this is not right.
No. And then he said that when they broke up, he did sex with her even more. It's like, ooh, sick burn, Colt.
Yeah, cool, Colt.
Oh my God. All right. Let's move on to Kehlani and Asuleo.
Ugh.
So now, if you remember from the last episode, she kicked him out and sent him to Washington to go live with Mamacita.
He was being bad. He had to go live
He was
with
being
his
a bad
mother.
boy. He was on timeout. So now they're living together, and they talk about volleyball, right?
Right.
So it turns out it's not just like he's going to play volleyball. He goes, plays 6 days a week in a pandemic with no mask.
See,
And
I did not
then-
know that. Now I understand why she was so angry.
Yeah. And then he's a dance instructor. And she's like, he doesn't even make that much money.
She's like, he could just stay home. But it's like, I mean, I get that he wants to be social. He's not smart. That's really
He's not
what
smart.
it is.
You're in
But
a
at the end
pandemic
of the
and you
day,
have
yeah.
you live with your in-laws that are older and your kids. You can't
Yeah.
do that. That's how it goes. So her mom, Lisa, does not like him at all. She's not
Listen,
there for
I
it.
don't blame her though either. I like that she's in the other room zooming in.
I know. So he said that volleyball is the same as going to a supermarket.
I mean, but that's just something ignorant. Listen, you're going to a supermarket once every few weeks and you're in a mask and socially distanced.
I can't even take it. So Colini said that she's looking forward to the day that it ends.
Yeah, she's hated him for the whole time.
She thinks that they'll split up, and now he's talking about her like right in front of her, like she's not
He
even
doesn't
there.
care.
Well, guess what? He's being a super bad boy, and he is going to be in big trouble because his mom, Kehlani, is going to put him in timeout again.
Listen, I don't blame her. I don't know how she stays with him. And I think that she just does it because it's like, oh, well, if I break up with him, he has to go back to Samoa.
Yeah, bye.
But that's the way I look at it. I could never put up with him.
Well, Lucina and Tammy, that's his mom and sister, come on, and his
Right.
mom is miserable. It was like you killed all of her pets in front of her, and then they just put the camera on her.
Yeah, but it was like she, like you said, she had all of her top teeth pulled and put on the bottom.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, but
all
I
I
mean,
looked at the whole time.
very scary. So his mom's miserable, and Tammy thinks she's at the beach.
Seriously, she has a luau dress on, a flower in her
has-
hair.
A seafoam eyeshadow up to her eyebrows.
She's very festive. She's
I
ready
saw
for the luau.
I saw a meme online
Uh-huh.
that was a screenshot of her in this outfit, and it says, when you your mom says you can't, when your mom buys you your Halloween costume early and you want to try it on.
That's funny. Yeah, that's what it is. Like I see her and I'm like, oh, she's trying to like show them how Samoan she really is, you know?
Yep. So now her mom,
Yeah.
Kehlani's mom, said that they send money to
Lowe's.
to
Lowe's
Lowe's
parents.
family there.
Yeah.
But she's like, but you don't ask for how much. She's like, we send money every month. We send what we can.
Right. So it's like maybe I could send 100 this month. Maybe I could send 20 this month. Like they're grateful. It's not, you can't just say I
Sure.
want $1,000 right now.
Sure. So his mom said that she just wants him to send money. That's all she wants. So she's not off of this. She has not changed and she's not off of this. And Tammy's like, listen, they're poor in Samoa. And okay, but Tammy's like, we're poor in Samoa.
Right. But you don't live there.
You're in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
What's happening there? So Kalini's like, all right, Tammy, how much do you give your mom?
So we know how much Asuleo should give.
And she flips out. And then we show the fight scene. Tammy threatens to beat up everyone. And Kalini's there for it. Kalini's like, good, beat me up.
Kalini would pound her.
So now you see the fight scene, which is, I mean, it's worse the second time around. I really do.
I'm
think
watching this and I'm like, how is she not just melting into her couch right now of embarrassment?
No, they're very happy with what they did.
Yeah, I know.
And
Gross.
then Asuelo's like, I'm very sad that my mom hates my kids.
But also, I think that he didn't believe it until he saw her say it on TV.
Yep.
So yeah, he sucks. His family sucks. There's more to it. Can't wait to see. I'm lying. What's gonna happen this weekend when we watch more?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
Well,
So much that I've never seen before.
I know. Thank you all for coming to the live podcast. We had a ton of fun at that. Make sure you're following the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Twitter, Noe_Bear810 on Instagram. And you can follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. And you can go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything else. Make sure you're joining our Facebook group to discuss the show. That is where we really shine.
Yeah, that is
Facebook
where
group.
we shine.
We have so much fun in there. So make sure you're joining the Facebook group. And, just all the stuff. We love you a lot. Don't forget.
Do all this stuff. We love you. Don't forget that we love you either.
Don't forget that we love you.
Don't forget.
We're
'cause we do.
nothing without you.
This is the truth.
Okay, well.
All right. Bye.